Hey guys, welcome to Stocks Numbers Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. This is going to be a quick trade recap that we took this morning in our live post New York session. We started at 12 p.m. Eastern and noon. And so we were doing top-down analysis. We did our market news, and then we started on gold. So we started to conduct a top-down. We went from the daily to the hourly, brought it down to the 5 minutes. So this is with all the markings that we did with the top-down analysis. This was the overall uptrend. These white lines represent hourly points of interest. The yellow line is a daily point of interest, and we have another daily line of point of interest right here. And all of these zones that are coming through here were from our higher time frame top-down analysis. So you can see that this is that double top resistance. And then if you continue to put it into the future, which we did, I'm just showing you how it went into the trade. This was a support area. Then it turned to resistance right here, red. We had it red, but then as soon as this move happened, 12:20, 20 minutes after I changed it to represent a green zone, and I continued to stretch it into the future. So I'll show you how the trade played out right into this area, and I'll walk you through it. Okay, so we started our call at 12 p.m. We started over here. 12 p.m. We were doing some market analysis news. So this is like that first 20, 30 minutes right in here, 12:30. So we finished all our market news, and this is what we started to look at. We had this move come up and close above here. We had it continue push. It flagged right here. That's why I kind of marked up this 5 minute resistance area, that previous high. There was wicks in there, and we continued 12:30, and we were driving all the way. We're approaching 1 p.m., 12:50, 12:55, and then we start to get into 1 p.m. This was kind of like that lunchtime move from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. What we saw, and I was focused on this daily high point of interest right here at 3,331. I was looking to see if it would tap into there and push down. It actually got rejected right there, right there, right there. So you can start to see that there was a lower high rejection from this daily point of interest. We also looked at our RSI indicator. As it was making this bullish move to the upside, we started to notice that the RSI indicator was getting a little bit overbought up here. It got above 70, 72, 73 more specifically. So it started, I don't just take signals just because something gets overbought. I tend to look at the structure also. But this gave me a heads up that the 5 minute was getting a little overbought. You could clearly see it was getting overbought, but we were also approaching a daily high, a daily point of interest right up here. So then what I started to see was it got rejected. It came back down. So this zone right over here, when it came in back up, it retested this. I had it green at that time. And what I did was stretched it into the future. So I'll walk you through where I got into the trade. So what I was looking for, my entire thought process was I was looking for a small pullback, like a counter trade, due to this bullish uptrend. So I was just looking to short into this zone right here. Because I thought if I in here, it would continue to go up to the upside. So I was just looking for a counter scalp down into this zone. And then it kept going with lower highs and kept closing below, retesting, continued to drop down for a significant move. But let me just walk you through this. So when I saw it come up, rejected 3 times, this was the candle, 1 p.m. It continued to trade into the green zone and came back up and closed right there. Next body candle, it opened bullish, and we came up and we retested 50% of that prior bearish candle right there. So what I was looking for is it got rejected, it retested it, and as it was coming down, I sold right here. I got in at this candle at 105. Because I thought it was going to continue to go down and close below there. I went in on an impulse. I understand the body didn't close. It came down, but it eventually closed up here. So I had my stop loss above these high wicks. And I also positioned it above the daily yellow line, just in case it was going to come back up and perform like a double top in here. So what I also did was I marked up like this zone right here. Those 3 body candles, I made it red and I stretched it into the future. And what I did was, just in case it was going to come back up in here, maybe a double top rejection. So I had my stop loss above these high wicks, and I placed it right by that daily point of interest where the bigger selling is. But looking back at it, it did come down. I encountered a little bit of drawdown right there, but still the continued lower high, it pushed down. This opened lower high and pushed all the way down and confirmed that we had the close below there. So when it did close below there, the zone with the body of volume closing below, I made it red and I stretched it into the future in case we come pull back into here. So, and what I also did was I started to measure the move from down here coming down trading into that green zone because at that time this was a green zone with that candle closing above, so it was green like this, and that's what I had on my chart. So I was looking to just pull back into the green zone and get out of there, or take some profit down in there because it could have just came right back up and continue with this uptrend and we could have been going right up for a higher high. So that was my intention. I was counter selling. I knew that. That's why I was very disciplined with getting some profit out of there. And then I left runners running, not anticipating this full entire move, but it definitely did break down. That's what runners are for. So I measured it down to there about approximately 30 to 35 pips coming down in there from the initial entry point. As it came down, this body of candle came in there. I started to close out 80% of my trade. I brought my stop loss to break even at that point. So reducing my risk while I was cashing out 80% down there. I left 20% running. Yes, it did continue to pull back in here, but we're still got these tweezer top highs that are still below this bearish candle. We also had a Scalper Pro SST Scalper Pro sell signal come in the market too, as we were in the trade. So that kind of strengthened confluence as well, that the Scalper Pro was looking for a sell as well. As it came back up, you know, with this box, you continue, and this body candle closed below. As it closed below, you can change the color of the zone to red, continue into the future for future trading. And you can trade off of these blocks. Next candle opened right here, right before 2 p.m. when we ended the call almost. It came back in, tested, retested 50%, drop, and continue push down. Then we had that ignited bar right at the 155 going into 2 p.m., drop all the way down. So as it started to drop, I scaled out another 10%, and then the final 10% was down in here, and that was for approximately over 100 pips. The entire move came down to approximately 130 pips, and then started to pull back up. I'm on bar replay here, so I don't have the continuation of the candles. I wanted you guys to just focus on that sell setup that we took today, and hope you guys learned from it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on our next session. Join Dave at 8 a.m. Eastern in the Zoom with the snipers. And I will be post New York tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. Join us. We'll be looking at gold, NASDAQ, US 30. We'll be looking for some new setups and hopefully catch some pips and learn and earn with the team, guys. If you want, leave us a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And hit the notification bell and join us tomorrow. And we'll see you guys. Hopefully you guys caught some of this on the day and learn from it too. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.